Hello folks, I'm the Red, and this is Gnosia. Last time we left off, we got this right at the very end. We can search for key events, which will put us on the path of getting the story, the predefined offense, but it will also narrow down the things that can happen, which I will say, if you go off, play this game now by yourself, for your own, it's fine. Use the event search. You're not going to see what's it's going to deliver you coming. But I've played this game before, so if I use the event search, I know the events that it's going to give me. It means I'm going to start winning a fair few more times than I want to. Again, I want to play this game because I want to play this game. I enjoy this game. So we're just going to do another random event here. 15, 3 Gnosia, everyone's available, every role is available, and we are the Guardian Angel. Setsu asking the engineers to step forward. Last time, in addition to the key events, we also had Setsu tell us that we're looping in a different order, if I believe correctly, which is... It's not key information, it's not like it's going to change anything we do, but it is interesting to know. Also, 3 engineers claiming Comet accusing Chippy. I'm gonna also join in the defense. Gina doubting Shigemichi. I'll join in the defense. Guard duty is Kukrushka and Remnen. Kukrushka seems to be saying that she and Remnen were on guard duty. So to go ahead and relax and leave everything to them. I'm fine with that. These two are definitely not Gnosia, so if everyone else goes into cold sleep, everything will be fine. I mean, yeah, that's right, because they were guard duty, meaning that they were on the ship and each one can verify that they stayed on the ship the whole time. No one else can claim it because that's more of a mechanics thing than a genuine rules thing, but no one else did claim it, so we can verify that they're human, right? Which means that if they put the rest of us into cold sleep, we will end up with a crew of 2 and everyone in cold sleep. Which means that they'll be able to pilot the ship fine without any nausea. I see. So cold sleep for everyone, except those on guard duty. It may be worth giving a shot. Remnant, are you okay with this too? Yes, I don't mind. Well, take care of everything. You'd simply have to maintain the ship until the next port. Even if Remnant and Kukrushka were completely useless, Levy would help them anyone, right? It's fine. Leave everything to us, smiles Kukrushka, putting everyone at ease. Smile that puts everyone at ease. This is a first for me, I believe. I think it's the most peaceful solution we've found so far. We'll probably loop here anyway, but still, sometimes it's nice to be able to rest for a loop, without all the suspicion and doubts and such. Yeah, even if it is for one day, it's nice to just have a simple solution. Alright then, let's go get some rest. See you in the next loop. Everyone except for Kukrushka and Remnen have been put into cold sleep. Here. Come here. Quickly. Day 6. This is the cold sleep room? It seems you haven't looped yet. It's been 6 days and we haven't looped. Hide, quickly, or else Red, you'll also be... Red, you're the only one left. Everyone else has been ejected from the ship. Please, get out of here, now, before it comes. The only ones awake now are those who are on good guard duty, so Remnant and Kukrushka? Kukrushka, that's not its name. I mean, it wasn't even human to begin. Ah. Clear conditions have been fulfilled. Results will be displayed. Kukrushka has destroyed everything. So yeah, we can see that, everyone was set up there, but Kukrushka and Remnant, only 2 survivors. Even we didn't survive. Everyone was murdered by Kukrushka. So, Yuriko. Yuriko said something earlier that Remnant just kind of said too. Kukrushka's not human. When on guard duty with Remnant, murders everyone. So yes, the Kukrushka incident. Setsu mentioned it. There it is. Now we're just crew. I wanted to play guard duty, or guardian angel. Anyways, Gina gonna get retaliated on by Yuriko. I'll make a defense of Gina right there from Shaming. SQ wants to latch onto Chippy. Gina doubting Rakio. I'm going to vote Shaming. Mostly just because I can, but Gina just kept running her mouth there. Good night. Dream of you all. Wonder what that was about. We've got level ups. Let's get just the smallest amount of charisma. I'm checking with Shigemichi here. Shigemichi and several others are gathered in the lobby, talking. So, to put it in terms even you all could understand, Gnosia are likely cooperating with each other, so that's who we need to target. Basically, anyone who seems unnaturally close, or anyone who seems to be covering for one another a little too much, are likely Gnosia. But what if they're just close friends or whatever? But real talk, I was actually super impressed by what Rakio said. I would never have thought of that. Yes, indeed. Interpersonal connections may prove to be vital clues. So do you finally understand, and you realize that I, giving you this info, couldn't possibly be Gnosia? Wait, really? I mean, you do seem like the type, you totally, give up your Gnosia buddies. But not even Rakio would do that. You're thinking too much. No, SQ's right. We really have no idea what they do. I mean, it's Rakio, right? Yes, you're right. You're all so rude. But it's strange. All the things Shigemichi says, for some reason, I want to believe him. Oh yeah, I totally get what you mean. I feel pity for him if I don't listen when he talks. Don't pity me. I'm just trying my best to stay alive over here, okay? Seek agreement acquired. Requires 25 charisma, which we won't have for quite a while. But it lets us proactively try to get people to agree with us. Setsu dating Yuriko. A lot of people making that defense. Stella and Yuriko. Yuriko dating Shaming. Doctor is Kukrushka, Shigemichi, Rebnin. Everyone say you're human for me. Okay, well... You're obviously getting voted out, Shigemichi. I'll also vote out Sha Ming next time. I don't think Otome crying over Shigemichi is significant, but Rakio here... Oh, it's Red. I doubt speaking with you would be of any benefit to me, but... You know, let me give you a little intelligence test to see if you're worth my time. Try solving this problem. Here it goes. Say you're the guardian angel, and tonight you've decided to protect Setsu. Does that make it absolutely inconceivable that Setsu would disappear tonight? It's possible Setsu could disappear because Setsu could be the bug, and as we see, we have, you know, full list, bugs in here. Bug gets examined by the engineer, bug disappears, so if it's possible, and it would confirm that Setsu, for us, it would confirm that Setsu is the bug. If Setsu is the bug, of course, correct. Even if protected by the Guardian Angel, if the engineer decides to investigate Setsu, then the Guardian Angel doesn't matter. Don't think you're some sort of genius for getting this one, though. Anyways, can you leave now? Yeah. For example, we just saw that Setsu and Yuriko died. Yuriko was guard duty, which means Setsu was the bug. Wow, Rakio, you called that in one. Give us your reports, doctors. Comment doubting Rakio. We don't have the charisma to get people to come forward. Comment, why are you going after Rakio so hard? Yes, there's Stella. Let's start the vote. I'm gonna vote Comet, because Comet was going kind of hard there on Rakio, and then Rakio's just like, yeah, no, I'm the one that I examined. Stella cleared her first night before we knew them, and then Setsu, which is a little bit of an odd... It's a smart pair to pull off, but as a post-hoc claim, jeez. Even if the probability calculation area is inaccessible, can't we even open up a conceptual communication port somehow? Verbal communication is just so primitive now. Ah, that was a bit over your head, I assume, What I mean is, using words and speech to communicate like this is a waste of time, and too much information is lost. Alright, let me give you an example. Say you, I, and SQ remain aboard the ship. And via the engineer's report, it's been proven that I'm human. And SQ is clearly lying about something. Would this mean that SQ is definitely the Gnosia? So this is a bit of a trick, because if we assume that we're crew, then yeah, it would mean that with one other provable human, SQ would have to be Gnosia. But that wasn't part of the prompt. There's no reason for us to assume we're crew in that scenario as given by Rakio. We would only be doing so because we are currently crew. But we've been Gnosia, we've been Bug, we've been all the other things, so, you know, we can be those, which is the trick. It is possible that SQ is a liar and is either AC follower or Bug, and that we're the Gnosia. This is one of those things that you have to calculate when doing definite humans and definite enemies to prove things beyond any possible doubt. So, no, SQ is not definitely Gnosia, we could be the Gnosia. Correct. Even if SQ is lying, she could be AC follower or Bug. And you yourself could be the Gnosia. I wanted to talk about the problems with verbal communication, but since you got the correct answer, my argument doesn't stand as firm. Jeez, this is why you just... Crew data on Rakio. If we go crew data and Rakio, they are communicative, but not so much verbally. Logic is peak, slowly gaining a little performance and stealth, but still. Kukrushka's morning SQ. Rakio's accusing Xiaoming, which I'm working off the assumption that Rakio is telling the truth. You did not check comment. No way for you to check comment because now the doctors are split there. But we have a definite human, we have a definite enemy. Can we definite human Rakio? Or hold on. Could we definite human Remnant or Kukrushka? They said that... Wait, hold on. Setsu's dead. Comment... If there is a definite, it's not easily on the... It's not easily puzzled out. Yeah, Xiaoming is the Gnosia. And we could do that, Rakio could do that because Rakio is definitely the engineer. Did you really just... Did you all just realize now that I'm the engineer? Huh, no, of course not, right. I'm not quite sure the logic that's being employed here to prove that Rakio is the engineer. Because, hold on. If we want to parse it, if I just want to figure out in... Yeah, I'm not gonna figure it out. Someone smarter than me can show how that is definitive proof based on the game logic if you really want to, but... All I know is it's strongly indicating doubting Remnant, but I mean, Xiaoming's the one to vote for. Who voted? Chippy voted Remnant. And? So I gotta go off to cold sleep then, right? No torture, no punishment? Damn, could be worse, I guess. No torture, no punishment. We've got Stella here. Let's go visit Chippy, though. You voted Huh? Red, you human? What? Well, let's just see. You voted differently than everyone else. In fact, if I go back and I look specifically at your vote history, there's comment there. You did vote for Xiaoming. Gina Day won, though. Rakio clearing Remnant. Both Remnant and Kukrushka saying Xiaoming. Oh. Since we've proven that Rakio, however we've done it, proven that Rakio is definite human. We can tell that Kukrushka is not the doctor, not necessarily what her role is, and that Remnant's human. Let's start the vote. No one else wants to talk here. We're gonna vote. Kukrushka. Finally, we can have some peace of mind. Isn't it a bit early to start relaxing? Levy hasn't made an official announcement just yet, and also... Huh? What is it? Well, actually I'm Gnosia, so... Wouldn't that be crazy if I actually said that? Remnant, you sure went pale quickly. Please don't. This is why everyone dislikes you, Rakio. You say things like that. Huh. I could care less about being liked. It's better than having to constantly worry about what other people think of me like you do. Anyways, whatever. Good thing we survived, huh? You, me, and Red over there? Yeah, hopefully now things will get better. Hopefully. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure how we proved that Rakio was engineered. I was never cleared on that logic, but I guess it's a thing that happened. It probably had to do with Setsu being the bug, and I don't know. But yeah, Remnant. It's the longer we play, the more you can see why Rakio. Rakio might be disliked very easily, why Rakio might be easy to target. Remnant's easy to target for entirely different reasons, but... Again, crew. Sorry, I'm late. Huh, Gina. You've heard Levy's announcement, didn't you? Why were you late? I was eating. Ah, food. Miso soup and dried sardines. Oh, so you like Japanese food, huh? Gina couldn't be Gnosia then. Hey, hold up. That's just kind of stupid, man. Let's try to stay on topic, everyone. Let's begin the discussion on the Gnosia threat. Crew data for Gina likes Japanese food. Shigemichi's claiming engineer, as will Yuriko and Otome. We couldn't figure out which one's lying. Comments doubting Kukrushka, who's being defended. Kukrushka's doubting Comet, who's being less defended. Shigemichi's doubting Chippy. Everyone say you're human for me. I know it's first day, I usually wait till second day to pull this out, but... Shigemichi is indeed lying. Stella, Kukrushka, Otome, and Yuriko didn't claim. Let's start the vote. We know Shigemichi's not an engineer. We know Shigemichi's not human, actually, which means that he's either the bug or the Gnosia. Which means that the other engineer is either... I don't think that means we can prove anything about the other engineer fake claim. Let's visit Kukrushka. Kukrushka greets you with a smile. Yeah. Get along well with her. We've got no attack in the night. Yuriko's clearing us. And so we know the other liar is Otome. So we know definitively that Yuriko is the real engineer. Comment doubting Yuriko. We'll let Yuriko handle that. Guard duty is Setsu or Kukrushka. Setsu and Kukrushka. I don't know why I keep calling guard duty or. I guess it's because the doctor and the engineer both, they list every possibility. Kukrushka's doubting Comet. I'm just gonna make some small talk here. And then let's start the vote. We'll vote Comet. Got retaliated by Yuriko. People have been going after her. Gina also. You get a lot of votes there. This ship may pass through the Allacosia system. It's just a rumor, but in Allacosia, ships sometimes disappear. We currently have Gnosia on board, so Levy is unable to control the maintenance swarm. We'd be unable to handle any sudden emergencies. I want to avoid going to sleep, at least until the ship passes through Allacosia. So, Red, please help me. Very direct request there. Just wants to survive long enough for the ship to get through a specific star system. Yuriko's clearing Shaming. SQ's wanting to collab with Jonas. Chippy's doubting Gina. We had a lot of doubts on Gina. I'm gonna take a moment right here, check Gina's voting record. Voted for Shaming first time around, who has been cleared by Yuriko. It's not any indication of nefarious intent. SQ doubting Stella. I'm going to say I trust in Rakio. Because I really don't know what else to do. And I'll vote Otome because we know she's a liar. Down to Gina, Stella, Otome. Setsu doubting Gina. Remnin doubting Otome. Again, we're gonna vote Otome. We know she's a liar. Looks like I'm getting sent off to gold sleep. Otome, bye! SQ. SQ's acting a little bit suspect in my opinion. Just making a lot of defenses. Jonas is accusing Gina of being a liar. Which means that they're, at the very least, on opposite teams. So Yuriko, give us your report. You're clearing Rakio. Wait, hold on. Gina is lying. That was last night that Jonas said that. Dr. SQ is the only one making the claim. Claim that Shigemichi is the Gnosia, Otome was something else. So in Jonas's world, it could be Gina SQ, or it could be, you know what, let's just let, I don't think it's Stella. Rakio doubting Shaming. I don't really care about that. I'm gonna vote Gina. I'll trust Jonas for the moment. Goes to Stella instead. And, Setsu. I don't think I'm gonna be able to work with you this time, Red. Come on. Like, we're both human, right? Warning. The ship is currently experiencing malfunction. The shields are broken, and we risk damage from collision with debris. In accordance with emergency guidelines, please put on your spacesuits. Malfunction? Is this maybe what Gina was talking about? Yes, this is the Allacosia system. Gina's voice, where is she? Incoming communication from outside the ship. Now connecting to video. This area, magnetic field-based anomalies occur often here. These interfere with the shields, and ships crash due to debris. However, I employed emergency measures. Levy, use the swarm to repair the rest. I am unable to activate the swarm due to Gnosia There are none. What? There are no Gnosia on board the ship, so, Levy. Gina, you... Understood. Sending the swarm there, now. But first... I know. Red? Goodbye. All Gnosia activity has been stopped. Results will be displayed. So yeah, we can see Gina down there in the very bottom corner was, you know what's funny? I didn't really think about it in the moment that Gina had asked us for our help, and we refused. And it wasn't like a deliberate choice on my part of going, you know, I'm gonna refuse Gina. It was just... She asked so softly for it. It's just pulled you aside. There's no big, grand thing. She just pulls you inside and goes, you know, could you help me survive? And I just forgot about it, honestly. And turned my back on her and let her get voted out. Actually, voted for her to get voted out. But she didn't. She still managed to hang on. Still managed to outlast her teammate, Stella. And, I mean, she outlasted Shigemichi, who was gone first night. We didn't... there was nothing doing with that. Comet was acting real suspect, largely for being the bug. Just for being the bug. So, yeah, we didn't help Gina. And yet... she still helped us. That's, I think it makes Gina a really great character. I just love that. That you can go ahead and just not help Gina, and Gina will still absolutely just take your side and go, you know what, I will sacrifice my life for people. Gnosia or not, Gina will die for other people. Die to help make other people's lives easier. And to protect them. And yeah, even as Gnosia, Gina is good. She may still have that, you know, eliminating people aspect, and even with our looping, we're not, you know, it's not like we just loop when we get eliminated by the Gnosia, so it's not like the Gnosia is the ones that's causing the loop or anything. The loop was caused by that Ouroboros that Setsu gave us. It's a completely different, separate thing from the Gnosia, as far as we can tell. But, yeah. I love the way the Gnosia, being Gnosia, affects different characters differently. It's just this nice touch that I think can be very easily overlooked. In any case, if you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time we play Gnosia.